Hello, beloved, and welcome to your reading. So we're going to see what messages the divine wants you to receive in this timeless reading. Of course, I always remind you that these readings are generalized. So take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, because that will resonate with someone else who's watching this reading. If you can, remember to have a look at your sun sign, your moon sign, and also your ascendant sign. You'll see that you'll get more information because you'll be able to get a whole complete picture by looking at the full story. Okay, so your sun sign, your moon sign, and your ascendant sign is really important as well. I'm also going to remind you to allow your intuition to be present as I'm doing this reading for you. Because when your intuition is present, it will start giving you more information. It will start elaborating on the messages that I'm giving you. And as your intuition is elaborating on the messages that you're receiving, you'll be able to get like a deeper reading. It becomes more like a personal reading. So your intuition is really important because your intuition is your inner north compass. It is always showing you the right way. It is always leading you on the right path. Okay, so I just wanted to remind you that. And I want to say to you that also start stepping into the energy of being disciplined about watching the whole full reading, especially because I've noticed that for some of you, you click on the readings, and if the readings are not going the way you think that you want them to go, if the readings are like, not all rainbows and roses, you stop watching. But the thing is, the readings are powerful. And when you really start getting disciplined to listen to the whole complete readings, you'll be able to just get absolutely powerful messages. So whatever it is that you do, remember, if you want those powerful messages, you know what to do. I cannot force you to do anything. But, I just heard that message and I was like, all right, I'll pass the message on, okay? Because some of you are in that energy of self-sabotaging yourself, okay? You are holding yourself back. Because, like I said, if the reading is not saying what it is that you wanted to say straight away, you click off, you go and watch something else. Whereas the reading was telling you and painting a story and leading you somewhere that was going to uplift you, somewhere that was going to speak life into you. So we need to step away from that energy where you're always holding yourself back, where you're always self-sabotaging yourself. So this energy is really, really important because the divine is saying, like, you have been praying, you've been hoping, you've been wishing, you've been doing your vision board, you've been trying to manifest, you've been doing all these things. But the discipline is a little bit, so self-sabotaging behaviors, we are going to kick those out of the window and we're stepping into the energy of being disciplined. Because the divine is saying that, listen, your dreams, your goals, your wishes, they're all valid and they all can come true. Again, discipline, self-sabotaging behaviors are getting in the way. There's almost that feeling that I can feel of wanting things to change really quickly. And the divine is saying that it doesn't work like that. Because anything that is worth doing takes time. Anything that is worth having is all about being disciplined. Why is that? So what I'm hearing for you is the divine is saying that, listen, okay, if you just get everything that you want, let's say you're wanting money and you want money quickly and you win the lottery, what usually happens to people who win the lottery? What are the statistics? Maybe going and Googling after this video what the statistics are. You'll be surprised because most people who win the lottery within 10 years, they are in worse off situations than they were before. Because the divine is saying that they didn't have the wisdom, the capacity, the knowledge of looking after such vast amount of money. They were out of their comfort zone, out of their capabilities. And so this is why the divine just doesn't give you what you're asking for, you boom, straight away. Because you don't have the capacity within you to maintain, to grow what it is that you're asking for. So this is why the divine doesn't really like making things happen magically, because in the end, it ends up hurting you a lot more than you growing, learning. Your vessel grows and grows and grows. And you gain skills, you gain wisdom, you gain knowledge, talent, and you can capitalize, you can monetize that wisdom, that knowledge, that skills, instead of you winning the lottery and then 10 years from now you're in a worse off situation, and guess what you've done? You didn't bother learning any new skills, you didn't bother growing, you didn't bother doing anything. So now not only are you worse off financially, you're also worse off mentally, you're also worse off in your willpower and your drive. And so the divine is saying, this is what I'm talking about, self-sabotaging behaviors. And we must deal with this, because your capacity to grow and to have success in your life, what I'm hearing, you'll be surprised if you really step into the energy, if you really lean into the energy of wanting to do things slowly, learning, growing, expanding, meeting all the different people who can teach you, who can help you, instead of winning the lottery and suddenly you've got all these energy vampires, all these blood-sucking people who are just there wanting to be your friend because they can benefit from what you have. They don't care about you. So the divine is saying, not only are you gaining wisdom and knowledge, you're also gaining contacts, you're also gaining friends, you're also gaining acquaintances. You are gaining a lot more than suddenly boom success like that. Because I feel that for some of you, you have been really pushing the divine to deliver already, because you're tired, you're sick and tired, nothing is changing. And the divine is saying, this is why it's not changing. I am waiting for you to grow. I am waiting for you to have the capacity for me to pour into. But if your cup is this big and you're asking for this much, please make it make sense. How is it making sense? So the divine is saying that you and me, you and the divine, you are co-creators. You learn, you expand, you grow. And the divine pours into you according to your capabilities. This is not in a way of making you feel less than, but the divine is saying this is in a way to make you feel inspired, because I want to see you succeed. I want to see you win. Your success, your win doesn't take anything away from me. This is why I'm here as a vessel, as your cheerleader, for you to go and do whatever it is that you need to go and do. I don't benefit from that. That is between you and the divine. So the divine is saying it is time. Don't look at the readings as a way that is taking something away from you, is not making you feel like you can be and have anything that you want. On the contrary, it is about keeping things real and you understanding how you are co-creating with the divine, and the two of you creating beautiful music together according to your abilities, according to your skills. And you, as you expand, better and better and better and better situations come along the way. Okay, so the divine is very insistent on that. Okay, because there is just that situation where some of you are just feeling like the divine has deserted you, the divine is not listening to you, and so the divine just really wanted to highlight that for you. So the divine is here talking about you taking care of your mental health, because again, as you're listening to messages that are not going in the way that you want them to, if your mental health is strong, you're able to sit in the discomfort of the divine telling you of where you might be doing things in a way that you can improve. The divine can talk to you and you don't feel triggered and upset. You can actually see the bigger picture, and you can actually see where you might be going wrong and where there's areas for improvement. Okay, so the divine is saying that there is that energy of you betraying yourself. Okay, let me elaborate on what I'm hearing about this card. We have the card that is saying, never betray yourself. for love. But the divine is saying that for this card, for some of you, you are betraying yourself because you are not in the energy of loving yourself enough to stay on the path, to stay looking up, to stay where you are going. There is always something that is coming in, sabotaging you on your path, on your journey. Something comes in, it dangles a carrot, and suddenly you're betraying yourself for love. You're betraying yourself for this and that. You are betraying yourself for instant gratification. We step into that energy again of self-sabotaging behaviors. Okay, so the divine is saying, look at ways where instant gratification is getting in the way, because instant gratification is something that we see on social media all the time. We see people only posting their wins and their successes, and we're never seeing the journey, we're never seeing the tears, we're never seeing the struggle. And then we feel that we are less than them. We feel like we are not achieving anything. But you are just seeing someone's highlights. You're not seeing the complete picture. So the divine is saying, again, there is just that energy of keeping things really real, okay? Anyone who is successful has had to go through challenges. It doesn't matter what they say on social media. If they were given an opportunity to really tell the truth for what it is, they'll tell you a complete different story than what is just painted on social media. Because on social media, no one wants to see the struggle, no one wants to see the tears, no one wants to see the ugly truth of how hard it is to make it. If you post those type of pictures, no one is going to watch them, no one is going to like them, no one is going to appreciate them. So people only show you the glossy, the glamorous bits of when they're starting to succeed, and never the journey to that success. So this is why the divine is saying that sometimes you are giving up on your dreams and on your hopes because you feel that you're failing, but actually you're not failing. You are just exactly in the same journey as everyone else. So there is an energy where the divine is saying that there is almost like deception that is out there, and that deception is there stealing your drive, your power, your success, because you are feeling that you are not achieving enough, quickly enough. You're feeling like you're a failure. You're feeling like, at this point in my life, I should have got this by now. I should be there and here, and everyone is different. And the divine is saying that just be in that energy of really being aware that on social media, you're only seeing the highlights. And so stop judging yourself according to someone else's highlights. Start realizing that success, unless you're winning the lottery, and even then, the divine's like, even if you're winning the lottery, yes, success is instant, but the suffering comes later. There is just never, we live in a world of duality. This is what I'm hearing. We live in a world of duality. So you need to understand, either you're getting the success, boom, now, but the suffering comes later, or whether you go through that suffering, through that growth, through those growing pains, and then success comes later. Either way, whether you get success now and suffer later, or whether you suffer now and get success later, either way, it is the same thing. Okay? So the divine is like, really start understanding that there is no way around building those solid, strong foundations. And the divine is saying that the reason why you have found this reading is because you are at that turning point. Either some of you are starting to be at that turning point where you're giving up on your hopes and your dreams because you think you cannot make it, because you haven't had that breakthrough, you haven't had the results that you wanted. For some of you, you haven't even started trying yet. And so the divine is saying, as you're starting to try, I want you to not lose hope, not lose fire, not lose passion, because success is going to take some time. But the success that you are going to gain is going to last a lifetime, because it is slow, it is steady. You're building your capacity slowly, 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 and you're able to contain the success, the wisdom, and the knowledge that you're getting along the way. Okay? Why am I telling you that you are on that turning point? Because you are receiving the energies of the Wheel of Fortune. So there you are, the Wheel of Fortune. Lady Luck is there walking with you. Take a chance on yourself, but realize that nothing is just going to be just rosy all the time. There are ups and downs. The wheel is always turning. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, and on it goes. But at the same time, remain in that energy of balance, whether it is just good luck that you're receiving at the time or whether you're experiencing some challenges. Either way, you're accepting both because you're realizing that we live in that world of duality. So that message is being repeated and being highlighted again. So as you're leaving this reading, you are now here standing at the edge of success, at the edge of taking a new chapter, of going on that journey that you're meant to be going on, because you're having the Three of Wands. Now, if you've been watching my readings for quite some time, you know I love the Three of Wands because it is an energy of expansion. It is an energy of growth. Your creativity is really starting to come in its own. You're starting to find your own feet. So for some of you, you are going abroad because of work. For some of you, you're going online. Maybe you're opening up your own Etsy shop, your own Amazon shop, your own website, whatever it is. But there is expansion on a global level that is there for you. So I really like this because the winds of changes are coming. They are changing. Lady Luck is there with you, and you're starting to expand your empire, your reach, which is really, really good. So the last card that we have, the Divine is saying that for some of you, there is that energy of feeling. There is a betrayal that the Divine wants to talk about. Okay. Because what I'm hearing for you is that some of you, you're feeling that right now you have just gone through some type of betrayal. Whether this is love, at work, whatever this is, there's a feeling of feeling triggered. There's a feeling of feeling angry and upset because of some snakes, some backstabbers, some whatever situation that has happened from the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords can be about theft, can be about deception. So there is just a situation that has left you feeling upset and triggered like this. So the Divine is saying that for some of you, you're stepping into the energy of an eye for an eye. But remember, the Divine is saying no. We are not wasting our energy on an eye for an eye, motherfucker type of energy. Because for you, the winds of change are starting to turn. For you, there is good energies that are around you. So the Divine is saying, don't waste your energies wanting revenge. Don't waste your energies wanting an eye for an eye type of situation. Don't waste your energies fighting, trying to explain your situation, your position, trying to explain yourself to people, trying to get engaged and involved in arguments, conflict, and fights. The Divine is saying no. This is a waste of your energy. This is a waste of your fire. Remember, you had the Three of Wands. The wands are about fire. So the Divine is saying, instead of using that creative energy to fight, to battle other people in the eye for an eye energy, take that energy, take that anger, take whatever energy is surrounding this card here, take that and use it to fuel even more this energy of the Three of Wands. So take that passion, that anger, that fire, and use it like a rocket ship where you're rocketing yourself up to success. And whatever and whoever has made you feel like this, they're going to be watching you being successful. They're going to be watching you celebrating. They're going to be watching you and they're going to feel stupid because now they are thinking, you know what? I should have kept you as a friend. I should have kept you as an ally. So now they're wanting to apologize. Now they're wanting to explain this situation. But you're in this energy of like, no, I don't care. I'm good. Okay. When I was down there, when I was not winning, when I wasn't someone who was worth talking to, you didn't want to entertain me or what I had to say. But suddenly now when I'm in the energy of winning, of going places, now suddenly you're wanting to WhatsApp me, text me, talk to me. You double your distance and get away from me because you have shown your true colors. I am not giving you another opportunity to trigger me to feel like this. I am not giving you another opportunity to make me cry. I'm not giving you another opportunity to prove to me that a snake is always a snake, is always a snake, no matter how many times it sheds its skin. So this is the reading that I have for you. Don't forget, give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll see you soon. It's a goodbye.